Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Curtis Vogt, and I'm the head of development for Invenia Technical Computing. Invenia has offices in both Winnipeg, Canada, and Cambridge in the UK. Our primary business is utilizing machine learning to optimize electricity grids. I could probably make a talk on its own about this topic, but today I'd rather talk to you about our transition from MATLAB into Julia and our open source contributions. We started off using MATLAB in 2008, since it allowed us to rapidly prototype and experiment. After using MATLAB for some time, we started bumping into some of its rough edges. At the time, included things like poor performance with for loops, awkward to use C interoperability, and using floating point numbers to represent date times. As we learned more about MATLAB, we would even dig into the MATLAB internals, where we would discover incorrect bugs and have no way of contributing these bug fixes back into the core language. At one point, we looked briefly into transitioning into Octave, but decided against using Octave because it copied MATLAB's bad syntax habits, including using parentheses instead of square brackets for indexing into arrays. When we discovered Julia, we quickly realized that it was the technical computing language we were after. It allows us to write code rapidly without compromising on maintainability or performance. Best of all, we could write for loops again. Julia, being open sourced, allows us to contribute our bug fixes back into the core language, which is just a feature we love. Additionally, transitioning our system into Julia, we've been contributing as many open source packages into the community as we can. These are a list of some of the Julia packages that Invenia has either created or heavily contributed to. Note that some of these packages are either a work in progress or haven't been published to metadata yet. I'm just going to highlight a couple of the packages listed above. Dispatcher is a tool for building and executing a computation graph given a series of dependent operations. It's similar to Python's Dask package. Timezones.jl is Julia's time zone library. It makes use of multiple dispatch to make time zone aware arithmetic easy to work with in an intuitive way. Mocking.jl is a package which allows Julia function calls to be temporarily overloaded for testing. Essentially, it allows you to test the deterministic components of non-deterministic functions. And Memento is a flexible hierarchical logging library for Julia. I recommend that everyone kind of check out these packages. I think they're pretty cool. Invenia is committed to open sourcing as much of our work as possible, and will continue to contribute to the community as we can. We are currently hiring, so if you're interested in a job in Julia or just want to know more about what we do, please feel free to talk to myself or Eric Davies. He's over there. Thank you for your time.